Hello, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. Um, this video is mainly just gonna be a conversation about my voice, and also a bit about like how my voice has changed and why, and like why I've not been uploading as much and things like that. So, as many of you all know, but if you don't, I started this channel and started doing covers when I was 13 years old. I'm 22 now. And this was back in 2014, March 2014, and I'd started doing covers. Now, before that, I loved singing anyway. Like, I was in the choirs at school. I even went to London with the school choir to go to sing with the other school choirs for charity. Um, is it Click Sergeant? I'm just looking at the shirt right now. Yeah, Click Sergeant, UK charity. So some for them in London. That was quite cool. I just loved singing, and at the time my favourite artist to listen to was like Girls Aloud and Cheryl Cole, who was part of Girls Aloud. So um yeah, even now I'm still a big fan of Girls Aloud. Oh god, I was devastated when I found out when Sarah passed away. Rest in peace. But yeah, I love singing, I love music, and people would hate me in now at primary school, at least when I was younger in the UK. You know, you'd sit on the floor or on the benches if you were years 5 and 6. Although apparently those got taken out a while ago. Someone told me, who was much younger online. I was like, what? But anyway, people hated me because I sung so loud, and people would like say to me, "Stop singing so loud, like shut up." Like I just sung loud apparently, and that's just because I like to sing. And when I was 13, I'm not gonna lie, there are quite a few of the covers I did where they weren't good. They were terrible, even sometimes. There are a few that were okay, like I think Mad World, Britney Spears Every Time, and I Need Your Love by Calvin Garrison and Ellie Goulding. Those were okay. Maybe one or two others, but the others weren't good. And I love to sing, but I didn't really have the tone. I don't have like the power, and I don't think I was. I don't. I think I was a bit tone deaf at that time. I was a little bit tone deaf, I think. So yeah, what helped with my voice getting better was probably listening to different kinds of music, which I was starting to do then, but got better and better over time. So I started listening to Mariah Carey, Evanescence, all these different music. Or I'll listen to a song by a random artist, and they go, "Oh yeah, I'll listen to that." Well, I'll do a cover of that. Like I covered Will Young's "Jealousy." Now, I don't really listen to Will Young at all, and didn't really back then, but I really loved the song and I sort of connected with it. So I was covering quite a few different songs, and also the kind of classic cover songs like "Ain't No Sunshine" and stuff like that. But you know what I mean. I did like songs from other artists other than the ones I mentioned, but yeah, usually I still sung a lot of songs from the ones I liked. When I was 14, I started to and 15, I started to look at my technique online. I wanted to learn to sing better, and so then my voice improved, and I was able to one have a bit of a tone, and two I was able to sing a bit more powerfully, and three I was having more compliments from people going, "Oh, you're really good. Oh, your voice is amazing." Blah blah blah. I'd have it at school or just online, and I still wasn't perfect. I'm not gonna be perfect, but I was improving, right? I was even singing. I had the gall to sing Mariah Carey songs, and I knew that I was not perfect in any of them. I sort of wasn't really thinking of it in that way. I just wanted to sing the songs because I wanted to sing them. And I just did the best I could. Some of those came out fine actually, like Angels Cry, Languishing, Petals. Notice how some of them aren't that really demanding. Right to Dream, which was from the movie Tennessee that Mariah did. It was a Lee Daniels movie. So it was one of them. So you know what I mean. So I did redo some covers, and I learned how to sing better. And I was also starting to like use my ad libs and doing my runs and having a bit of fun with music. So I love doing that, and also look into my lower range as well. Because if I was to put myself in a vocal, like a classical vocal type, that you have soprano, mezzo soprano, alto, like countertenor, tenor, bass, baritone, I would be like a alto, but like a lyric alto. So that basically means that lyric just basically means that my voice is light. Like there's not a lot of weight to it. Like if you can imagine Whitney Houston's voice, it's got a bit of a weight to it. Mine doesn't have a lot of weight to it. It's more like Michael Jackson's voice or Janet Jackson's voice. Both of their voices are a bit light, which doesn't mean they're not talented whatsoever, because they do sing. Like even Janet Jackson can sing, and she has a very pleasant sounding voice. But like Janet Jackson, my voice is not as heavy and weight, so whilst I can be powerful, it takes more work, and I guess my voice shines more when it's not being so heavy. So fast forward to college. I'd still been singing all that stuff. I was discovering new artists from different languages, different countries, and I was just having fun. Wrote my own songs as well, so I've been doing that as well throughout this time since like 14, and so I was doing that. And then college came, and in my second year at college, I managed to get into this popular music course as a singer when I couldn't get in the first year. I wasn't as confident, maybe. Now, this isn't me trying to blame the teacher when I say this. Like, I'm not saying to this teacher, I'm not going to say who he is, like, he caused this, because realistically, he didn't really. Like, he had some part of it, but the way I handled it was not because of him, right? So I don't want people to give the wrong impression, because he was a good teacher. And when I was in that class, we didn't really talk about technique, like vocal technique. There wasn't just singers, there was also people playing the drums, the guitar. You get the picture. So it wasn't just singers, they were part of it. So we learnt more about like music history and different songs and different music styles. You know what I mean? So I had a bit of a problem where I was confident in singing, but I couldn't belt that much, or at least took a lot of effort. And the problem is when even if you have a microphone, you're singing in front of a live band, and you have drummers, you have guitar, like acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass guitar. You know what I mean? Like it's heavy, and so usually when I'd sing in front of a instrumental or even a cappella, that's not a huge issue because I can turn the music down, and with a cappella I don't need the sound. But when it comes to a live band, that's a different ball game. So instead of and also this teacher wanted me to sing the higher notes, and the thing is, I have trouble singing the higher notes because I have a deeper voice, and yeah, I was more interested in the lower part of my range. You know what I mean? I mean, I can belt and I can sing higher notes, like even like like a high like the high G and stuff like that. I can do it, but it's harder for me to do it, and it's more often that I'll do it in a falsetto than like a regular sort of like a head voice. I have a head voice, but it's quite weak, or at least it's not very like thick. So he wanted me to be all like high and belty, and that was hard for me. But I couldn't communicate properly why it's not a huge thing for me. And it's not like I sounded bad when I did strain my voice, because I started straining my voice to belt more. Part of it was a stylistic choice. Like I like the way it sounded, but part of it was sort of subconsciously trying to like conform to what it's saying, because I was being felt pressure to. And then I had a whole mental health thing when I was about 18, and that was like, and then I had to stop doing that course because I wasn't confident to sing at all. Like I didn't want to sing because I was so insecure about my voice and my ability and the way it sounded. I thought it just sounded too like sweet and girly, and I just didn't want to sing. And after doing the sing like it sounded like that, and it's present in some of my videos. But it really hurts your voice, and I feel like doing that a lot when I have somewhere recently has damaged, not damaged, but like has hindered my singing in other areas, mainly only just like the falsetto and like the head voice. But everywhere else is fine. Like I can do my runs and my ad libs. I can do my lower range. It's just that bit. So yeah, I'm gonna have to work myself back up again. But I stopped singing, posting videos because I was just so insecure about it. I had other issues as well. It wasn't just the singing. I don't want to make it sound like it was just the singing, but I was just so not confident in myself in general, and I was really not comfortable in my singing. Even though like people weren't saying to me I was terrible or that I was a bad singer. People were usually saying the opposite, but I was just so insecure about myself. So I just stopped doing it, like, you know what I mean? I stopped doing as many videos and I just, you know what I mean? So recently I started to, like, get back up again with the videos and I started, trying to think, well, I've just stopped singing even though it's one of my biggest, like, passions. And, it's still something I would want to look at as, like, a career, even like a small career. Because I don't study any music at uni. And I didn't do in my last undergraduate either. But I just thought, why am I not just looking into like my dreams and like my passions? At least not enjoy singing and posting videos as like a hobby or maybe a potential side job. You know what I mean? So that's what I started doing again. I started looking up on YouTube voice coaches and learning how to do certain things like high notes and how not to strain my voice. That is the biggest issue I have. Now, it's not as serious as, like, I need to get vocal cord surgery. Like, loads of famous singers do get vocal cord surgery. Like I mentioned Julie Andrews, she got it done. It went badly, but usually it goes. I've seen nowadays it goes fine. Like Adele, Sam Smith, Miley Cyrus, they've all had surgery. I think Demi Lovato's had surgery as well. They've all had vocal cord surgery because they've damaged their voice, and they all sound fine. So I'm telling you, it's not like it's never gonna go bad, but it's not at that point for me. I don't think because I can still do it. I can go ooh ooh ooh. You know what I mean? But it's just that it's harder for me to do. I'm just sticking with songs where it's not as belty. I can practice it. It's not a big deal. Like Cheryl Cole songs are all right with that because Cheryl doesn't sing very powerfully. She said herself she's not trying to be Whitney, and that's just the main person that's coming into my head, in terms of music. But just the style of music, it's not very belty. But I'm trying to try not to strain my voice when I belt. I'm trying to learn how to belt without straining, and I'm just trying to sing better and trying to get more confidence again. I've been posting on StarMaker again, which is a karaoke app platform. Lots of people just sing songs on it. Some people are good, some people are just doing it for fun. And for me, it's kind of both, mainly for seriousness. If you want to follow me on there and see what I'm doing, it's my username. I'll put it in the description, but it's ElysianEl. So ElysianEl. You can add me on there if you want, and you can even do it with me, whatever. It's like Smule. If you've heard of Smule, I'm on there as well, but I haven't done anything recently. I sort of gravitate between the two depending on what I'm on about. So I've used Smule, I've used my StarMaker, if you use my channel, or if you at least watched my YouTube videos where I've uploaded some of my work, you might have seen them on there. I've got one or two of them on there. But yeah, it's just all about a learning process, trying to get more confident again. Now, throughout this whole time, I'd not been posting videos or, ignoring singing because I was so insecure. I was still singing to myself, I could never live life without singing. That is just impossible for me. Like, impossible. I couldn't do it. So I've been singing to myself at home and, record videos here and there, me singing, but I wouldn't upload them. And yeah, it's not like people said I was a horrible singer or I was terrible because no one said that. People said I was good or I was great or I was amazing, whatever. But it's just that I got insecure and I felt like I was being put into this box, and I was like, I don't think I really fit into that. It's not my style of music. Or it's not my style of singing, rather, because I still like pop music and, you know, R&B, but I like different types of music, but it's more that I don't want to sing how, you know, I felt like I was being pressured to, and my voice is fairly sweet and girly, and I don't always want to sound that way. I don't want to sound belty, and I just went around it the wrong way. So that's essentially it. I just had trouble with all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to move on from it and trying to, you know, get better, but we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble. I just wanted to sort of not clear the air, but like sort of discuss why I've not posted as much lately, because people might have questions, and you know what happened, and or if my voice is different in later videos, that's why, or hearing me strain and go like that's why. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble, and I will see you in the next one. I did post a cover of Kylie Minogue's "Can't Get You Out of My Head" recently, if you want to watch it. But if not, I'll see you in the next one. I've got a couple other stuff lined up that I can upload. Right, so thank you for watching. I really appreciate all of you, because some of you have been here for like nearly a decade. Some of you have been here for a few years already, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm very thankful. I'm always going to keep up the videos of me singing shit, because it shows my evolution. I've thought that for ages. So yeah, also kind of teach you so that you can become good even if you're terrible. Like, you know what I mean? It's not all just you're born with it. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and yeah, thank you. I appreciate you all. Thank you. I'll see you later.